So this is where we have been transported back to the Water Palace after being held by Iotas. To reach this place and escape from the destruction of the Ratoon Island.
Yes?
And in theory we must prepare, choose some ally to be able to finally reach Ukaiza when time will... when there will be the right time for that. But we have a lot of things to do first. So we are back to Neketaka. And we could try actually finishing these couple quests here in Queen's Bath. We have also these quests to finish. The Shadow under Neketaka. Talk with the Watershapers Guild Master Mayru, but this is tricky because if you're doing the ultimate, you must pay attention for this quest, because once you enter you cannot really escape without having killed the dragon. Else you risk to be just killed by how is she called? I don't remember the name of the deity, but you are killed by one of the gods, the goddess of death and of the I don't recall the name in this moment, but it's what happened to Raven in his last previous try to do the ultimate. He just forgot that he could not leave the place before killing the dragon, and he's been killed. So don't do that, remember. Do that quest only when you're ready for it. And we are not yet, because well, we could manage to kill that dragon, but it is much easier to wait for... well, we already have one of the items making that battle easier, which is this belt, making you immune to push and pull effects. So, as one of the most dangerous things about that dragon is his spell pushing you away. This belt is already helping a lot, but honestly, we have the possibility to get also...
I shall.
Let me check here. The call to his bidding ancient instrument of death, chanter invocation, which is giving us free animated weapon summons, and one of them has a powerful fighter attack, which is able to stun to interrupt and stun, not really stun, but prone, I think, something like that. But in short, to interrupt the dragon before the dragon is able to actually use that super dangerous spell. Because that spell is not only doing a lot of damage, it's not only trying to push you away, it is giving you instant wounds and more than one at once. So it's extremely a dangerous spell because it can just kill you in a very short time. So better just to avoid that if possible. And this one of these weapons has this attack, which is, if we manage to find a way to give the animated weapon enough accuracy and to hopefully lower the dragon defense, should be able to save us from those kind of attack. So that is the plan, to wait for this at least to be able to do that quest, because we need to kill the dragon if we want to emulate the ultimate challenge. If you don't need that, if you don't play to do the ultimate, well, you can just talk with the dragon, free the dragon, anything, but we need to kill the dragon because we want to do that kind of difficulty quest. So this is the reason why I'm not trying to do that quest now or immediately. But we are ready to level up, so one step closer. Another important thing that I'm investigating, because I'm not yet sure, I was talking about the possibility to have all drug positive effects if you just save and wait to apply another one after reloading, and we have decided to just do it once per game session, per loading session. Do not spawn save reload, because that could be invalidated if you do the real ultimate, something considered a little too much cheating. And so we try to add one drug effect just once when we start a game session. Problem is, I was thinking possible to easily add all of them, but in practice I'm finding that some of these drugs still keep on cancelling each other, and I think that it may be because some of the effects sort of overlap. So I have wrote more or less the list of them, and now I will paste them in one of the notes, as we already did with other challenges, and we call this one drugs, just to take a note about what we could try to do. So these are the drugs that we can try to use, and hopefully to get the prolong the effect for all of them. But it could be hard or even impossible from my tests, because so far I was sure about this one, the Deadlight, which is conflicting for some reason with a lot of them, but I fear that others too are conflicting. So for instance, the mouse char is interacting with I think the Turu and the Korasnuf too, so not sure it is actually possible to have all of them. I have a suspect that it may be that when one of the effects is involving more or less the same kind of statistics, they don't overlap very well. So for instance, Mao-Cha is not really conflicting with anything because it is not touching statistics, but for instance, Ripple Sponge, Perception, Resolve, Intellect could be conflicting with well, the die, because the die is touching accuracy and Perception is touching accuracy. Maybe resistance or two. So I'm trying to find a reason why they are conflicting each other, but I'm not yet sure. But in practice, it means that sometimes you use a drug and it is cancelling the effects of a previous one that you already used and prolonged a lot. So until I find the proper order to be able to get most of them, you have to try and retry and retry and use a lot of drugs. So not a good practice. Not only for the cost of having the drugs, which is not so a real problem because it's easy to make or buy drugs. Problem is, I don't think it's a good idea for a real ultimate to continue saves, reload, save, reload, try, save, reload, eat a drug, save, because we have already told that this could be considered some kind of not permitted for the real ultimate run, and so I don't think it's a good idea. What I like to do is find a proper order of these drugs so we can optimize and keep most of them without having to repeat getting some of them. Anyway, let's try one and see what happens. So already we have Mouth-Cha. So tell you what, I will sort them in an alphabetic way in our notes here and see what happens. We have I think this is conflicting with this one. Okay, Mouth-Cha works. Ripple Sponge is nice to have. Taru is nice to have. Let's try Taruturu if we have it. Don't think so. We have it. Okay, so they are compatible. So we have Mouth-Cha and Swef, Taruturu. We write them. And move this down for now. It's something stupid. Not all keys are working here, so let's do it again. So Mouth-Cha. It's not easy to work here because not all usual Windows control work. So I will write them this way. Okay. Marcha, check. Swath, check. Taruturu. So it is the Ripple Sponge. And I have a feeling the Ripple Sponge. Let's see. Let's try that. Marcha, Ripple Sponge, Swath. Okay. I guess it's the Taruturu. Yeah. Basically, the Ripple Sponge is conflicting with the Taruturu. So, what's better? It's strange because they should not conflict, because they are touching different statistics. So maybe even that theory is not correct. Maybe that's because it's the same kind of magic effects, touching different statistics but coded as the same kind of spell. I don't know. But result is that they are not compatible. So we choose the one in the future that we can find more useful, and all in all, I think that having more perception could be more important than constitution, might, or dexterity. They are both good, but all in all, not bad. But the problem is we cannot. So far we didn't find a way to get them both. So a pity, but that's how it works. Okay, first thing. Now we prolong it a little just to be sure, and while we do that we also enable again our invisibility from the boots and try prolonging it as usual. We need an armor and a neck thing, a medallion, so we can swap both our Kabbalist gambeson and our strand of feather necklace, and that's it. So in theory we should have Shadowfall for some lots of seconds and already started prolonging our Ripple Sponge for a good time. So we can now think about leveling up. So when we use the boots, we don't really need a lot of stuff, and we can think about other statistics. But a little stuff is never bad. So Not sure. Maybe Arcana should be something. Also 1 point of mechanic because we can go high with that, but also athletics. There are some points where athletics could be good. I will go for Arcana for now, so we have more powerful magic effects. But honestly not sure about it because having points free from stuff opens a lot of possible good things to get. And for now we have plenty of points in skills. Okay, let's go metaphysic. Maybe not. Survival we are already. Okay, I will go survival. And finally we can get our call to his bidding. So in theory we could now risk the dragon. And well, now we have to choose something for the cipher. There are a lot of good spells we could get. Okay, so we are doing solo. No reason to choose this powerful Ancestor's Memory because we don't have companions that could benefit from Brilliant, so no reason. Our summon, no reason to give them Brilliant because we can just resummon them. So this is no more an option. We could get something from empowering spell, but we don't use those a lot. We could get some good spell from here. For instance, this one is good, this one is good, this one is good, this one could be cheaper if we don't need this, but all in all, one of the spells that is rarely used, oh, these two could be, well, it's not so good because it hits once, it doesn't always hit, it is a sort of a percent, it doesn't always hit, so it may seem from the description to be good, but probably not much. So in short, I want to choose this one. A lot of people don't think this is a good spell, but let's think about it. So a lot of people is ready to say this spell is fantastic. Amplified Wave. Lots of damage in a big area, crashing damage. That's good. Accuracy versus Fortitude. That's less good because Fortitude is one of the defenses, more common defenses and hardest probably to lower to our enemies. And as most cipher areas damage spell, this is centered on an ally. Okay, so nothing really hard for us. We have summons, correct? So let's compare it with one level higher spell, Screaming Soul. first problem is we must target a spirit or a vessel, and that could be something that not easy for other builds, but we have summons if we want, which are the weapons, which are actually vessels, so we could target them. And when we reach another level up, we can have our super powerful I cannot show you the chanter tab now, but we have a chanter chant which is able to spam skeletons, one skeleton every 3 seconds, and so the ideal targets for this spell. So basically, if you have some enemy which is a spirit or vessel, this is a great spell because you can target the enemy. If you don't have an enemy, a spirit or vessel enemy, you can just target your skeletons or your enchanted summoned weapons. So removing that limit, now we have a spell which is doing more or less the same kind of damage, but this is raw damage, which is entirely, completely another league if you think about how high armored can enemies be in this kind of challenge at high level enemies. And also this spell is giving a good duration distracted effect on enemies, which is less perception and especially flanked effect. So also these targets will, which is often easier to target than let's say it's easier to target and to lower for a cipher than fortitude. So this spell, it is true that it costs 10 points higher than this one, but all in all this is much more powerful in my opinion and worth taking for these special builds, having the proper summons we can use to target the spell whenever we need it. So a great spell for this build. You don't use it often, but when you use it, it counts. And so, two super powerful things with this level. So in theory we are ready now to try and kill that dragon. Ideally we would have also the last level of our spell arsenal, which will be... Now I can show it. This one. Many lives pass. So summon a skeleton to fight for the chant. Normally you can have one skeleton for 6 seconds, but we have the Troubadour brisk recitation model, so we have double the speed and we can get one skeleton every 3 seconds, which is a stream of skeletons you can always target, and they are not only making a perfect target for this spell, they are a perfect target for our super powerful chill fog paralyzing scimitar sabre. And so when we reach this level, we start really having a build which can control and do a lot of damage in different ways. But let's see, for now we don't have that yet, so here is the grave calling. So using this, we target a vessel, we target one of those skeletons, and we can use the chill fog. But for now I will just prolong a little here. Now we can see our stats.
That will do nicely.
So we are good might, we still have tenacious from the hammer, we still have hardy, we could use some dexterity, we have good perception, good intellect, not so good resolve. Resolve is not easy to keep because we could get a 1 level 5 points of resolve from this. Not hard to trigger loyal companion. When a nearby ally is blooded, you get this, and this works also with the player, so we could just hit ourselves when we are blooded. We can get this steadfast. Problem is, this thing is overridden whenever we use this spell. And this spell, Tactical Meld, is very useful because it gives us aware, which is better because it's giving perception. Oh, sorry, not this one. This one. Sorry. This one is giving steadfast to us. Problem is, this is so good to lower resolve of enemy that we want to use this spell, because this spell is the first one you try to use to lower resolve of super tough enemies, and then when you lower resolve, it is much easier to land also this one and so on. And this is one spell that we want to always land because it's giving us 20 points of accuracy at 20 points or more defenses. So this spell is super powerful, but we need to land it, and to land it more easily, this spell is often needed. So in short, we use this one a lot, and using this one means we are sort of overriding and deleting this same effect that we get from Loyal Companion. So yeah, we can get this, in not hard, but we already know that when we start fighting, it will get lost. So not super useful. So yes, we could get it, but not so important. What could be very useful is trying to get Brilliant, but at the moment the only way we have to get Brilliant is from this. So the way you can get this is hitting yourself. You have 100% chance to get Brilliant when you receive damage. Not so easy. We could try that. You can do it, for instance. It's a little risky, but we could use this, get bounding missiles and hit ourselves, paying attention to not kill ourselves, and this is hitting a lot, so in theory you should get a better probability to trigger that thing. And this is what we could try if you want to try and get Brilliant at this point. When we are higher level, probably we'll be able to use also the next level of this spell. But for now, that is what we could try to do. So we can try that. So let's say we want to protect us a little from the big damage that spell is doing, because we want to hit ourselves a lot of times, but we don't want to kill ourselves. And so it's better to use some kind of armor, but not this one, because this one is a good one. I will try to use this, for instance, but no, not good, because it has less protection from pierce, which is the damage we have to sort of try to defend against, and so I will try this one. Okay, so missile gloves we are ready. This doesn't count. We could look for something better to defend from those, and this is good. 5 deflection against ranged weapons. This is not. We could use something with more constitution, or something giving us a little healing. This well, to resolve is 2 point deflection. Can't be something. Let's see if we have some pet able to heal. Hmm. 15% healing down. This seems to be good. Okay, so now what we want to try is hitting ourselves with these Minolet's bound missiles and try to trigger what? I don't remember. Try to trigger something. Let me check it. Oh yeah, we cannot use this one because we not want to trigger this, so a pity. So we want to trigger this without killing ourselves. So deflections, do we have anything here? Not really. Oh, we can sell also some of these. But probably we don't want accuracy. So, well, it's the same thing. Doesn't change much if we don't use headgear giving. It's better to not use it. Village fool. 10 points deflection. No, we don't want that. Okay, I think more or less we are ready. I would use this just to put something on the head, but not important. So, okay. Let's try and see if we are lucky. If we are lucky, we will trigger this 1% chance to gain brilliant. And once we get brilliant, we can prolong it as usual. It's not easy. So you risk to spend a lot of time or to kill yourself this way,
very
but
nice.
it is worth.
Indeed.
So let's do it.
Lava will be on seek. Lava will be on seek.
Steadfast. As you can see, it's pretty easy to trigger the steadfast from the Griffin Blade. Okay, we prolong it. We already talked about it. It's not super useful because we get this lost once we start using our spells during fight, but not bad to have it on the start, just to increase our deflections on the first attacks. But again, we are aiming on triggering the Shroud of the Phantom's Mind over Matter effect, giving brilliant. On hit.
Lava will be on seek.
Oh, we got it! Okay, we have been lucky three times and we already got it. So what we want to do now is prolong it as much as possible. And it should be something you can do. Well, first step, it's enough. If you reach 8 million seconds, it's well enough. And then when you prolong other effects, you will keep prolonging it and so. So, honestly, before trying to use the bounding missile, I was using the attacks from the fire blight spawned by using the magron belt, but it was so long. You have to wait a lot to generate to spawn the blight, and the blight had to hit you a lot of times. So these missiles are a little risky, but they work much better to trigger this Shroud of the Phantom effect. So now we have 24 intellect points and we have brilliant, which is brilliant. And so let's prolong it a little more. So in theory we are ready to cope with that dragon. We are brilliant. We have our ancient weapons. We have our belt. Oh yes, we should be ready. Let's see. Okay, I never remember the name. Mind over matter. Here it is. So we already have a very long duration of this, and that's good. At this point we trigger again this, because attacking ourselves we lost the invisibility. Now trigger it again, prolong it a little. Doesn't need to be for a lot of time, because we already know it will not last long anyway. But again, useful to have it least for the start of the fights. And something that is not easy at all to prolong more is the lightning damage due to Delta Cage Helm, because we already have not much of that of it, but it's hard, even if not impossible, to increase that because we are not very good at doing ourselves electric damage, and we have super high defenses against the reflexes, and so not easy. We have 16%, it's not bad. Anyway, we are ready, we can use our standard things like this. Get this. This one, which I like a lot. And we can remove this at this point. And instead can use this. Perception. In theory the effect should stay. Yes, it is. And while we get some more health, we can prolong a little more. And finally, we take a look at things to do
That will
here.
do nicely.
Quests. Family Pride. Okay, we know return to Atella Valero and talk with him when we are back in Queen's Bath. We have to decide. Talk with Summon. We could talk to the Queen, but we can also do that after killing the dragon. And this is not going to happen. Okay, bounty. Oh, we have a bounty here. Return to Okauro. So if we go back to the Sacred Stair, we get our bounty. We get also our bounty when we go back to Dunnage. And we must go back there also for this reason. Okay, so this one is probably one of the things we want to do as soon as possible. The Sacred Stair. So we have two things to do here. In short, go into the Sacred Stair, get that the money of the bounty, and we have also to go to the Watershapers Guild and try to kill the dragon and all the minions that will be there. So second one is a little more difficult. But we should have what is needed to do that. So let's see. As we are here, we could try and talk with the Queen about going to Ukaizo, but we can do also after so not really needed. Let's see, not sure. Oh, let's go here because I'm not sure if we already got. Oh, let me check one thing. Okay, let's talk with this trainer.
Greetings. Well, I've taught you what I can.
Okay, we already did.
Should you wish to learn more, I encourage. Goodbye.
And about things to buy. So, oh, what's the plan, Chief? Hello, Jagged. Hello, Mopip. Plan here is, we have, in short, we have one bounty to get the money, and we want to try to kill the water dragon, because in theory we should be able to do it well, safely. It's a big word, but with not so high risks, because in theory with the enchanted weapons we should be able to interrupt the dragon. And so that will be the big battle after we kill the rest of enemies. And so that's it. Not sure if I... Well, it's the same thing we can do later. I was thinking about how to spend the money. So usually at this point, in previous runs, I try to buy things like the Thundria shield or the scimitar for the chanter, things like that. But honestly, since I tried it, I think the next big weapon I want to buy is the Amra, because it's giving that controlled fury effect that is 25% speed. That is pretty nice to have, and so I think I will try and spend the money there first. And then also it's one thing that you can get at the same time when you get Scordeo's Edge, so it's a good moment to buy that. So I will keep the money for that. And okay, let's try this. Well, we have the super useful invisibility, so we can get also some.
To whispers and shadows.
Try to get some money here. Not really lucky. Also, I'm not sure if I already tried to get all the money from people.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Probably yes. Also, it's night, so not many people around. So let's try
Remember, a pet Akira.
buy yourself something. If we have something to sell. Not really much. This thing's not. I could sell a pistol. This I will not use. This I will not use. But we don't really need a lot of money in this moment. Oh, we have a lot of these rings, so at least 3 we can sell. So I could also sell these kind of things, but I like to collect them until I really need money. And we sell double things here just to clear the inventory a little, and that's it. So I think we could go up here, get the bounty, just to get the money when we want to go to Fort Dunnage and buy Amra and enchant it. So if we have a little more money, it could be good. And then we try to go and kill that dragon.
I'm learning.
Oh, and I realize here that when I killed Katrine, I did a mistake. I lost the flail, half flail, which is a good flail. I don't know if I sold the flail or I just forget to
Used to work a farm, growing vorless.
get it.
Thank you, ma'am.
But I have not the flail, so it's better to keep that flail if you had it. Just as a note. You don't really need it, but always good to have a good flail.
Hunter,
Okay,
do you come to serve your coin
we
bond?
are on Adiri's head.
Your coin bond has muffled a killing song. We are not
Not a
finished.
lot of money,
Your
but
bond is needed to get Icorno, a wizard of Icorno pages through his grimoire in the central aisles of the silence surrounds me.
and well, in theory we
All my
could
profits
apply
go toward
also an interesting thing here for a chanter, this Animancy cat. But it's a little costly, and in this moment I want to give priority to that Amra axe. But this is a very good pet for our build, but it's really not cheap, so maybe later. For now we go to the Watershapers Guild. And one nice thing to notice is the game is not allowing you to directly, by mistake, go into the Watershaper Guild, because that's a no way out until you finish that quest if you are doing the ultimate. So correctly the game is telling you, are you really sure you want to do something like that? You cannot really go there now if you are not willing to go there. So pay attention at these little details. We cannot from here, and then the game will ask. When we try to open that door, the game will actually ask, are you sure? Because it's this kind of one-way door. Anyway, for now we go to Periki's overlook. We could also try and see if you are lucky and find some more ingredients for our scrolls. as we are here. Because honestly, those scrolls are really precious for our build, and every time you are in some place where you can find some of the ingredients for those, it's
Sharp
better
eyes
to
and keen ears.
take a look. No, here first. This vendor usually has some useful ingredients.
Welcome back, stranger.
Okay, so the drugs, but we have them. Oh, one. We found one, which is better than nothing, but this is one of the most important things we will always look for, because with this we can do the scores. We could buy also a couple of antlers, because they are good if you want to upgrade some stuff in the future. Also one of these, because we did not kill the trolls in the Vudika island, where the Vudika cultists were, and so we don't have troll skins probably. Maybe we need two, not sure about it. Okay, let's buy it. And oh, also this one, because if we don't kill, if we don't go to a place where leggy fats are, we could need one of these, or even more. Okay, think more or less. Let's see what we have. Primer rock, we are already free. Troll skin 2 now. Brutish blood could be useful. We have already 4 of them. Fangs. Already 7. Solutions. We have a lot. Regent. 2 of them. Well, let's buy another. And Ratiti root. We have a lot of them. Okay, for now. Oh, there's also a figurine here. They could be useful, but we have others. And then we can visit the dark cupboard. See if there are other ingredients.
Buy something.
Not ingredients, but again, the more scrolls of this kind we have, the better. So always get them when you can. And Well, we could buy one of them. There are some occasion when you want to have villa stay in place that a couple of these scrolls could be useful. They are easy to make, so maybe better to do one, make one. Making one is costing us 100 and these ingredients, so I think all in all,
I'd best shed some gear.
craft one when you need it.
Buy something.
We spare a little money this way. Okay, other ingredients. Wow, this could be useful. Maybe we want to enchant a wand, something like that. Let's see. We have one. Okay, I will buy another one. So we have a couple. Awakened Edra, we have it. Tasks, we have it. Dank spores. We should have some of them. Yeah. Okay, I think more or less we have the rest. I was hoping to find some different kind of elemental ingredient, but another gun. Here we could have this scimitar, but as already told, I prefer to spend the money in another weapon for now. And also the shield could be useful. But same reason for now. Okay, I think we are ready. No excuse anymore. We can try that dragon.
To whispers and shadows.
We already got all the things here. No more money to steal. Some little object, but oh, and out of curiosity we could try and steal things from Arkemir, but there's not much loot to get, I think. Right, let's try it out of curiosity to see what we can do with these boots. I'm not sure if we already did that, but it's always a great thing to see how easy it becomes with these boots to do things that are almost impossible. So let's see. Okay, we already have the fingers. We should be able to steal a little more. Oh, but he's not there. Nah, I don't want to go down in the dungeon for now. I already tried, so probably maybe if we visit the buff house. But for now, we are ready to the great challenge against the dragon and the minions inside the Watershapers Guild. So, checkpoint. Do we have things we need? Boots, check. Various things, check. We increase a little more our durations, just to be sure, and prepare for the battle. Okay, in theory we are invisible, we could explore a little down to get where enemies are and so on. Not really needed, but we could do that. And what to use for the battle? Well, all in all, I'm not sure it is worth trying to use the necklace. So first thing we want to do is go down and kill all the minions in the which will be Nagas, and some of the Nagas are fire Nagas, so they are not we can't do anything with the fireballs against the fire Nagas, so maybe not worth. Maybe it could be worth having our super useful missile gloves. We have good damage from them, and a belt here. Well, I like very much this belt because it is protecting from push and pull effects, and when you are against some fighter, it is pretty useful. It is giving you a point of concentration when combat starts, and this is pretty useful to not be interrupted on your first cast. So I like it very much. And maybe
nice.
we can craft no more cinder blooms. Okay. More or less. Maybe something more aggressive for the pet. More damage from area of effect. Recovery penalty. We don't have big problems with recovery because we have already something decreasing that. Okay, this one is not bad. More damage from area of effect attacks and more area effect. Let's see, we could use this one, but we don't have yet our super powerful skeleton stream, so well, let's see, maybe this one or this one. But we already have Hardy from this, so no need for now. Okay, I think we are ready. So we prolong a little more. And that's it.
As you like.
And the guild, as you can see, has been attacked by the Naga. There are dead people around. So basically you cannot, if you're doing the ultimate, you cannot go out, as you will be killed by
Go no
Barrat.
further. There is all is under control, I say. Nothing beyond the likes of Naga swam in. I am to guard the staircase. Ha! I will remain.
Silence surrounds me.
So basically when you steal and you see that your stuff is not going down, it means that the shadow effect is working. And now so we could go explore, take a look at where the enemies are, but in short, we must kill them anyway, because we need something to open this door that one of the enemy has, and we cannot steal from aggressive enemies, so we must kill them anyway, so sooner or later. So tell you what, I will go here. Every now and then the cursor is having problems when you change like this. So I will go out of stealth to be sure I have the proper chance. And I don't want an aggressive chant. I want this one. This is important because you need at least one not aggressive chant, in my opinion, because this way you can stay stealthed. If you have any chance that is aggressive, you risk to be spotted by the enemy and go out of stealth, and not what you need. This. And so let's be sure to use it. So check the eye. Be sure to have the eye inactive, and then
I shall make it so. I fear not.
we go
To whispers and shadows.
and try luring the enemies on a trap. Like this. So click, shift, click back. Try again. Ooh. I think a little stuff is always good, because if they keep on following and those Naga, fire Naga warriors are really dangerous.
Certainly.
So usually a good tactic here is to try and have Villa go out from stuff here, because if she is terrified here, it's a good thing. So I'll tell you what, I will stay here and summon our weapons from here. I hope that she comes out of stuff here, because in theory, if we summon the weapon here and send them here, one of the enemies should go more or less in this spot, and she should go out of stuff here, but she's safe.
Yes.
Let's try this. It's always a matter of tactic, because the more scrolls we spare with Villa and the bat. Okay, so usual pain link. Our most precious spell, because this thing is giving back to the enemy a lot of damage. So these flame Naga are usually the nastier enemies. You see? So this is very useful, because now she will stay here and we are free to move with less problems. So first thing we want is to kill the archers, because the archers are the ones that could dispel our precious buffs. And we don't want that. So when we can see the archers, it's a good thing to try and kill them.
Certainly. Yes?
Hold together.
Indeed.
Don't succumb. Proacted.
Meet the Sida ex Cochintin. Oh,
Craft a feeling.
meet the Sida ex Cochintin. Oh, I shall. Certainly. Sida ex Cochintin.
Craft a Indeed. Yes. Proactend. Yes? Craved a feel him. Yes?
Curse on all snakes.
I want to start a battle here too.
Yes?
shall. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, certainly.
Proacten.
Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin Nessie.
Craft Afila.
Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Oh, indeed. Oh,
Don't succumb.
oh.
Proacten. Run and rock. Craft Afila. Fearlem.
Yes. Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin Nessie. It's beyond me. Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Certainly.
Hold together.
Meetum Zarsida ex Copintin. Meetum Zarsida ex
Hold together!
Yes?
Throw at 10! Blast!
Roasted. Yes, certainly.
Craft a Scyorielaphas.
Meetum Vasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Oh. Meetum Vasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Meetum Vasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Meetum Vasida ex Cochintin Nessie.
Got to try something else.
Meetum Vasida ex
Craft a Scyorielaphas.
Meetum Vasida ex Cochintin Nessie. Indeed. As you like.
Okay, so let's see if we manage to keep on our effects. I could have killed them faster, but I don't want it to risk to be hit a lot by those concussion archers, because they are going to remove your buffs, so not worth. I think we managed to keep on most things. Yeah.
That will do nicely. Very nice. I shall make it so.
Too many, even for me. Find the rod. Wards. Failing. Hurry.
And so we get the road.
As you like.
And we get
The
some
wheel. At least in death, I can complete a
information about
You must
what
strengthen
to
the
do.
wards, no matter.
And there's a sort of puzzle here. Find the proper things
I shall make it so.
in order to open the door. There's a sequence. So repeated isn't Gati, there's a sort of prior, and it's the order of things you have to move in the puzzle of the door. So we are Angati, Moon, Rain, Moon, and fingers and something like that. So we write down the order. So we are Ngati, Moon, Rain, Moon, and finally fingers or hands, something like that. Okay. And we should be able to open the door with this order. So we can read the inscription, touch the rod. Okay, so first one is Ngati. We have the symbol here. Rotate it and press the dial. And we have the moon, so we put it back. Press. Then we have the rain. Then we have the moon again. And finally we should have the hands. Okay, so now we could travel, but usually it's better just to leave, think about what you're going to do now when the passage is opening, check you have everything ready, and so on. Because that battle is not easy. If we manage to interrupt the dragon and damage it, it could be easy, but if we don't manage to interrupt the dragon, it could be much harder. Mostly it could need a lot of these scrolls, and we don't want to use a lot of them to protect Villa. So better to be prepared. Okay, so we could use fire in theory against dragon and other things. Is it worth? Would it be better to get more precision? Good question. Basically, if we manage to interrupt the dragon, better to have more precision, because we can hit the dragon with the disintegrate. Don't even try to kill the other summoned tentacles, water tentacles. So let's be optimistic and say we will manage to... Oh, but wait, also these bounding missiles could be useful against the dragon, so no, better to use this. Okay, this could be good. This one's too. Oh, damage from area effect. Maybe better something else. Perception. Recovery penalty. Maybe this one. Intellect. More healing. More speed. Oh, distant enemies. Ah, this one. Not bad. Let's try this. Mostly to try and be protected from the tentacles. Okay, this one, this one, this one. Okay, this could be good for a first attack, but I don't remember if the dragon, we can stun the dragon. Not sure. I don't think so. And in that case, this one could be more useful. Deflections against ranged weapons. Let's try this one. And this. Oh, one thing that probably is very good for this battle is this scale armor, because it has a lot of defense against elemental attacks, so we are 10 more defense against frost, water, so all in all should be a good one. And I think, oh, important, this is very important, to be immune to push and pull effects, more concentration, a little constitution. Okay, I think more or less, maybe use this one. Yes, to distract the enemy until we are ready to summon our our weapons. Okay, I think we are ready. Let's go to stealth.
That will do
Be
nicely.
sure about it. Shadow form, okay, prolong a little. Not sure, maybe it would be worth also to have the scimitar ready. The scimitar, the sabre. Because this way, if things go bad, we could try to kill one of our summons and generate the chill fog. Chill fog could make things easier if things go bad. So yes, maybe worth trying that. Okay. So armor, necklace. We could use this one or this one for more power. Both good, but let's try this. Okay, I think we are ready.
Oh, very
Save
nice.
and go.
Silence surrounds me. I shall make it.
So we could attack immediately.
Me from this prison of my own. Then I am Scyorielaphas,
Speak.
guardian of the Isles. You could. This prison is used and art into one. The given for, and now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony. You are. Now their backs have turned clever. None but the masters of the guild believe freedom. It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me. Those who are wise is your. She may not know of me, but she is complicit in this crime all the same. I will tolerate your curiosity. Riki, I am not chained here, but I know my soul is not for the taking.
Okay, we want to inspect the walls, so we can. Well, sooner or later we will get these things.
I want to throw the first punch.
Can't get them now. And if you don't have already some Edra potion, better to get some maybe. And then I'm not sure this is useful.
I shall make it so.
But sound of it is maybe this thing makes things easier to strengthen the spell of imprisonment. Not sure it.
If you are too dense to break these wards, then I ask you to leave them alone. Be
Give
sure
me a second chance, and then we prepare this way. Not sure this thing is useful, but why not? Okay, so again, little. Check if we have stealthed.
That will do nicely.
Yeah. Check our ancient memory.
Sharp
Stealth.
eyes and keen ears.
And crossing fingers. cannot really put a bomb on the dragon, we can just talk. So we can attack and that's it. We could try and use a boom, so we are ready to summon, and the boom could make the dragon blind. Maybe not a bad thing. Or we could try and directly use this when Villa is less silly, obviously. Yeah. We did not a lot of damage. So next thing I want to do is use this, because this way maybe we distract the dragon a little. Because this thing is very fast. And then we need to save Villa.
That's not it.
And we need to increase the accuracy of this and then attack here.
Yes.
Try to flank the dragon.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Same thing.
Yes.
This prison has taken too much from...
Okay, we did it
As
first
you
try,
like.
but it's really difficult without using some scrolls for Villa. Nearly impossible. I have some people
Thanks
is
for
able
letting me
to
tag
place
along.
her
The
out
Deadfire
of
is
the range
awfully big for this
for
little
enemy
Orlin.
here, but I never been able to do that. So you need to use 2-3 scrolls. That's not really
Oh, I shall.
alternative here, or for this build at least. And I think we are done here.
I shall make it so.
We already took everything. But we killed one of the tricky ones, because if the dragon managed to hit with those nasty area spells, it's very easy to get killed. You or Villa, so. And now we can
Certainly.
go out. Let's see. Constitution, perception. Okay, we are still in good shape. We have our bonuses.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, we have Mind of Ether for infinity, so in theory we should not get it lost until we are dispelled by some nasty magic or those archers.
Only Kaza will want your
concussion.
report, I say. Whoa. I have felt uneasy since the disturbance. It will pass.
So, in short, for this build, for this battle, which is one of the risky ones, at least 3 scrolls for Villa, and use these weapons to try and
Indeed.
prone and interrupt the dragon. That's more or less the way. And probably now is time to go back to the queen, get some experience.
Going to Ukaizo.
Silence
And as
surrounds
usual,
me.
we can try to rob people, but we already robbed everything, I think. You cannot really steal the headdress of the queen. So let's talk with
Every
her.
corner of the Deadfire babbles, and Aothis marches on Ukaizo while I juggle armload. If you have spent any time in the Deadfire at all, the myth of lost Ukaizo can be no mystery. Akira, They say the beat at night, I even... for what do the... Under Wodika's gaze do we keep the god... So, Watcher, do we unite and sail for Ukaizo?
So... Okay, we now say we are not ready because we want to finish the other quest. It's
what
important
madness
to
has its
finish
clutches
that
around
first.
Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my... You do not jest. So his... For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will... Kahanga legends, send for... Speak on,
Ash
Watcher.
is not happy
as surely
about
as a
it,
tide
but
swelling over the shore.
we
Then
can
Pariki's
explain
water
things.
shaping. What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our
It's the
king.
same thing, because if we lie, she will know she's a telepath. So, he's dead. I killed him.
No, no, I say. Nagati close her teeth around your boat and Wodika scrawl your name in her log of disgrace.
Well, say nothing.
If my apprentices... I cannot keep Rawatai in check if they do not recognize our strength. The guild can outlast this, but our enemies will... You think I do not know? An ally of the crown would do anything to preserve our way of life, to see that the Huana... Then you are nothing but a... Even in desperate times, this falls beneath the expectation. Wait.
And so she is not happy about it, but
work off your
she's
debt to
giving
the
us
crown.
a second
I will
chance.
swallow my pride if it keeps an ally under my roof.
And so,
Thank the goddess.
it's
My
better
water
to
shape, the
keep
Huana are strong. It is
things
beyond already our water shape. It used to be that. It is my guard. By his own
this
admission,
way.
he was there to blow up Rawatai's black powder stores. You must pick up where the Valian agent left off. Now you hesitate. After the you will have to infiltrate the powder stores
And
east of the
we
Brest
think
Citadel docks.
about
While
this.
you think if the crown had...
So, basically we try to keep our neutrality against other factions if we can, because there's no advantage in trying to get some more enemies for now. And I'm not sure if we already got the teachings from the mage in the trace here. Probably we already got them, but let's ask. Not sure.
Aha! Here you are again. Yes? You can learn nothing more
Okay.
from me, I'm afraid.
We already
Farewell!
got the teachings and also some
Whispers and
money,
shadows.
I think. Oh, no. We can get it. Okay. So basically, we are still in good terms with all the factions, and we can go on with the Principi faction, because we want Scordeo's Edge. Because Scordeo's Edge is giving us a way to get 0
So the crown granted your master an audience. How did it go?
to get 0 recovery time,
tempestuously,
and that's always good. And we are ready to level up again, which means
my master says the outsiders have been given too many concessions. Those days are over.
We're built to weather challenges. Not just the Juana, but you and I.
When the dust has settled, we must settle somewhere away from this city.
I would like that.
The belly of the great eel roars with hunger.
Silence surrounds me. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
okay.
friends.
And at this point, there should be
now,
this new
if there were any myself, I am no lord. Say I lost. They don't understand.
A new quest.
It were the antel. We were born, but we saw it. A finer crew I'll not find. Aye. You have listened well.
And we will not go there in a short time for sure, but we get a clock for free, so why not?
To whispers and shadows.
And we are ready to level up, to go probably, well, I will think about it, but I need a little pause. Be right back. Could we try and buy something here? I don't think so. We already visited the shops. So let's go here directly. Oh, first, what time is it? Not lucky. Okay. Let's go here, see what happens. 2 hours.
Can I buy?
We should wait 6 hours, I think, before being able to talk with the Valira family and finish that quest. Honestly, not worth, because we already can level up. So we can reach level 20 anyway. Not worth for the gift we get from them. I think it's a good sword, but we don't really need that. So honestly, at this point, not worth. We just level up and keep on our adventures on the sea. So mechanics could be good, but also stealth, because for some reason when you are stealthed, but sometimes enemies, sort of, when you place a trap, that some enemies is not really that they find a way to follow you anyway. So a little more stealth, even with the boots, when you use a trap, could not be a bad idea. Maybe some athletics too could be good. Well, let's stay like this for now. Then survival, metaphysic, diplomacy. Okay, and now, as already told, we can finally get this, which is the final step for our build. This really is opening possibilities, and so let's get it. And as final weapon proficiency, okay, so this in theory is powerful. Normally it's a powerful thing to choose, because bleeding effect, when you have Scordeo's Edge and things to increase your fighting speed, can be devastating in theory, because it is something that is stacking the bleeding cut effect. Problem is, our build has no way to use weapon powers, so you don't damage your weapon. We could auto attack and probably do damage, but we will destroy the weapons in a very short time. So I'm not sure that this build is able to use this. I never tried, honestly, against Dunnage to use this tactic. My fear is that I will destroy the weapons in a short time. So I don't think this is a good strategy for my build. Maybe I will give it a try, but I think all in all, something like this could be more useful, or even this one. There's time for that, but or I don't know, this one. So for now I will choose this. Maybe when we respec in the future we will think about it, but for now. So we reach our probably our maximum power here, because this thing, but again, the most important thing when you respec, when you level up, always check your chance. Now we have this, and this is really something we want to use a lot. So basically what this will do is spawn a skeleton every 3 seconds. These skeletons are a little better than the low level ones in theory, but they do not scale like the low level ones, but they start a little better. But that's not important thing. Important thing is they automatically attack the enemy, run toward the enemies, can engage the enemy, and they are the perfect target for our spells and our chilling fog sabre, and also they protect us, because enemies try to kill the skeletons and do not try to kill us, and especially Villa. So a skeleton wall of summons. and we could alternate here between damage and protections, a mix like this, or we could just spawn skeletons, a continuous stream of skeletons, or we could just do something like that, prepare for the battle, but maybe heal Villa a little. Something like this. And finally, when we need, just to stay stealthed or heal Villa. So, more or less like this. The real power when we want to battle and Villa is in a safe place is this one, because this one will start our stream of skeletons and we will be able to control the battle a lot. But as a prudent way from stealth, it's good to have also this. I think we can go this way.
Silence surrounds me. As you like.
Okay, so we have one ring here. We can sell one. Then we have deflection clock. Okay, so we used 2 scrolls, not bad. And one of these. Better to buy some spices when we can. But anyway, we are ready by sea. Okay, 2 messages. One is from Ferranti, and he wants to meet with us, so we are going to Dunnage. And second one is from the steward, Steward wants to talk with them. Okay, let's go down to the steward.
A moment of your time, Watcher, if you will. Some of the hands discovered an unusual crate in the Unfortunately, the ship lacks the defensive. It is roughly a yard to a side and labeled beams. The hands who noticed it were tasked by the...
So we have this mysterious crate.
I shall make it.
And we can examine it. Well, good mechanics, so I can get some information, but all in all, you can just open it and we talk with this kind of spirit.
You can see me. It's really you. Oh, this is fantastic. I come from the island of Kazuwari. But Humaire. We need. You're a watcher, right? I know you will.
Yeah,
help.
you can choose one or
speak
two,
to
but
Humaire at Kazuwari.
more or less,
there's one, but I guess the island. But I'm
it's
sure
the
that won't be a
same.
problem. Once we were
to help, and we got starting of the quest, proving sail to Kazuwari. This is one of the expansion and probably one of the most difficult one because with Villa some battles are really tough. So better be ready for some tough battles there. Anyway, we got also Muatu's head, and it's a little macabre, but you can use him as a help in case of need, like a figurine. And so
that will do nicely.
Let's see, might tenacious check, hardy check, suave check, brilliant check, resolve. We don't have it, but we know already that it doesn't last long, so we can do without it. Okay, so stealth check. We prolong it a little more because we are going to travel a lot, so for people eventually looking at this for the first time and just swapping things using mouse macro to be less annoying, but you should do it by double clicking and counting how many times you swap strings to have an idea of how many seconds you get from on the swapping. Okay, well, that's a merchant ship here, not far from. So maybe it's worth to just try and find a scroll. Ooh, we have been lucky. So this is the main reason why we should try and talk with other merchant ships, because we can buy one of these if we are lucky. And then you can intimidate and get some food and drink. Okay, so we want to go to Dunnage at this point. As usual, pay a lot of attention to storms. No luck this time. Oh, an encounter. Ooh, that's a super high swallow water barreling towards Voyager. Okay, so I would use this one, but it never works, so I'm not sure. Let's try something else. We got some damage to the sails, not good. I hope we don't get less speed. Okay, they are damaged, but they are still walking. Okay, so Radulf, Orange. And where is Xiaoyu? Oh, not Xiaoyu, sorry. Oh, there's Tanik here. We could sell something, but not what. We already stolen everything from this boat, so no need. No more scrolls. Uh-oh.
You find yourself in cold, suffocating darkness. A wave of bliss.
Lay your blame else.
Wotica screws her mouth into a sneer.
You fool! If only we had attacked him when I first proposed it.
Accusations drip bitter as bile from her tongue.
Okay, so important point here, because this can give us a different way to get brilliant, and so it's important to do it properly. and we must find a way to choose the sassy answers. It's not really hard when you have a little practice, but the majority of the answers should be that kind of style. So I think this is one of them.
If it isn't Barris,
basically you have to be a smart ass.
The pallid night, the watch, Wal's many eyes alight on each god.
Not for lack we try. Is there nothing?
Margaret,
The time has.
Andra nods, her lure bobbing bright.
And when in doubt, I choose say nothing.
But we get ahead of ourselves. First, the Watcher must get to Ukaizo.
So
and that will be a
this
trial
one is
all
not
its
easy
own.
because both these answers more or less look like something a smart ass could say, but I think this is the right one.
Margren's smart, the guard Helia.
Of course, and the Watcher will be forced to reckon with it if she wishes to confront Aethys.
I don't
But you
remember
like a
this
chap.
one.
You met
Go prepared, Watcher. The Guardian will not stand aside. Not
I
even for the
think
Herald of Barrett.
this
It is
is
its
the
own
one.
creature.
There is another topic. What do you think of Aethys' scheme to destroy the wheel?
And this one.
You're a fool to...
Aethys, he believes Kith will rise to his challenge.
What if Aethys is right, and Kith succeed in rebuilding the wheel? What then?
This one.
Wal grit.
And what if they... we have to...
Warwick, the pallid...
Watcher.
The pallid knight's eyes bore into yours.
An impassioned plea from the Hound of Aethys may still temper his
Maybe
actions.
this one,
Confront
but
him at Ukaizo.
not sure.
Time moves swiftly. Go, Watch. Do what you must.
The edge of the pallid knight you come to.
Okay, crossing fingers. Let's see if we get the right one. Yeah, we did it. Still green. It means that we get 3 intellect inspiration 3 times, so we get a further level inspiration, which is the brilliant one. So this is pretty useful if you want to trigger brilliant without having to wait for the clock. The clock very low percentile of success. This always works once in a day, once every time you go to sleep, so you cannot really use a lot, but it's good to have. So it's also very easy to trigger. You can use the magic on Villa, automatically you will get brilliant. So pretty good to have this thing. Suggestion is obviously to take note of the right answers when you do your tries until you are confident with them. At the start it looks very difficult to remember how to use intuition to find the proper answers, but it's just a matter of playing the game. With practice it doesn't it becomes not so difficult. And you can always write your right answer, and when you do the ultimate you just read your notes and choose the right one. Okay, so this is a tricky encounter because well, we have a spyglass, can get some more detail, but that's not really said here, just that this is a Valiant ship. And we could try this, but probably not the right the right thing to do, because I think you are immediately attacked by, there's a possibility, or maybe high probability, to be attacked by a Valiant ship, and maybe it could be also nice if you plan to do the fight, but usually those are big ships with lot of cannons, so pretty risky, and also I think you risk to become an enemy with the factions, and we don't want it. So, in my opinion, always better to ready the guns and use this rack like practice for your cannoneers. Okay, you got some experience. And we can go. One of the storm is north, so maybe we are lucky enough that we can. When you say something like that, okay. So always difficult here because you have basically you always have two storms in this area going up and down, and finding the proper directions. We will try going down, but it's not always easy to find a proper way to navigate around the storm. But as there are two going up and down here, probably going down is usually the best path. And then hopefully we will reach Dunnage with less problems. Okay, in theory we are faster. Yeah. Ta-da! We are here. Good. We can sell something. Okay, we have to meet Franti.
I've been loyal to you a long time, Ferrante, but I cannot abide this.
Over here, my friend.
Diverus, is it settled now?
Indeed, your vote of
The Black Pog sick. Do not forget your promise for us.
the god with Watcher. We have just
Blast this! You can outvote.
One of our Consuelo members, Captain Aldis, has been charged and found guilty of those crimes, punishable by death. Defiance. On several past occasions. Oh, their negligence. Excessive cruelty. Sedition, which you witnessed. And bitter this.
Basically, we are choosing to...
I need what she knows before I can hang her.
To leave for now. We can also steal something, maybe. I took the key. It would have been better in theory to not get it, to get experience from opening the chest, but doesn't matter anymore because we are top experience already. So
To whispers and shadows.
and now we want to open Ferranti's chest.
Sharp eyes and as you like.
And get well, a battle axe, but especially this, the proof for Ferranti's affairs with Ferranti's trading in slaves, illegal slaves. So,
did you meet with Aldis at Deadlight? You know what I'm hoping for. Indeed. Why ever should that be a problem?
Lies! You have no proof. Do you really?
I think the consuelo.
Is this the event?
I am
your how dare?
and so Ferranti is taken to the roof of the tower and executed by the pirates. And poor Ferranti was a bastard, so I will not shed a tear for him. But okay.
Silence surrounds me.
Get some money. And the captains here are not really having some special loot.
To whispers and shadows. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Let's see our times. Okay, good. No. Let's go buy some things.
To whispers and shadows. Silence surrounds me.
You return.
A friend of the Principi is always a welcome. What would you like to...
So, this is the weapon I was talking before. This is giving us, if we enchant it, a very nice increasing speed. And so, worth the price. And enchantment is Temporal Fury. So you need to kill something and you have 25% chance to trigger this thing. It will probably need some tries, but this island is ideal. Sorry, not this island. The next island where we will go is ideal because there are a lot of barrels for that. And if we manage to trigger the effect, we get Frenzy, but it's a special Frenzy with no deflection penalty. So that's the reason why this weapon is unique, because the Frenzy has no bad effects differently from the standard one. And so, pretty good to have. So we enchant it with this. And that's it. So when we find a proper destructible, like a crate or a barrel, something that you can destroy, better to use this.
My good whatever might I'm certain to stay. Oh, the common. It's quite. I had, thank the gods. Wealth, all things being equal, I would be honored.
And as we are here,
to
we
make a
can
living,
invest money in
So, for my services, fantastic.
learning some more skills. We don't really need
I shall
them
make it
now,
so.
but when we have to sleep and we have no more the Hylia buffs, we get less skills, so better to learn something.
To whispers and shadows.
So let's see how much money remain. Oh, we have still a little money. So let's try and see what we can learn from the gentleman
Fair day, traveler.
and gentlewoman
Anything
here.
I can do, lady of and being a cipher. Oh, if I didn't know, it's just on my. But I do go on with pleasure. Teaching is my specialty, after all.
Stealth and
I'm gonna pack your
metaphysics.
brain
Oh
with so
yeah.
much excellent.
And Mr. Carlo here.
Well, I was born. I learned of the power. I joined up with a company. Indeed, I would like to make amends. Ark, you listen to my tale. I suppose I can do that for you.
Well,
for,
sleight of hand is not super
3,000
useful. Diplomacy could be good.
Well done. You.
Okay. Let's see if we have some bounty here.
What's the good word, Scuttler? Hope the Navy doesn't trouble you none over it. Hey, you're better at this than I. Your next target, Quaru helms the junk. Avon.
We are good, we have the weapons, we can try to prolong also this speed increase. That's very good.
I'm learning a lot.
One important thing at this point, in my opinion, is try to do the next step of the quest as soon as possible. We want Scordeo's Edge, and so we have to go to Fort Deadlight.
Can I buy?
And as usual, pay attention to storms. And enemies. Okay, now we need also to kill Awani Owe. We are already the proper level, we have everything needed to kill Awani, but we could also reach and get Scordeo's Edge and get our just boat axe of speed working. So maybe we could spare a little traveling, but probably if we wait to have these two improvements in our speed, things could be even easier. So all in all, I think that it's better to reach the island. So there are some. Let's try go this way. And this is another tricky part. It took me a long.
You're the captain who Aldi's invited to parley, ain't you? I'm to keep
Find,
an eye out.
in my opinion, the proper way to optimize this moment, because in short, he's going to spare us the time and directly go to Eldis and talk with her. But if you do so, you will start immediately talking with her. You will talk with her, she will give you Scordeo's Edge, I think, or maybe not, I don't remember, but the gist of it is, from that conversation, you can choose to go directly with her, sort of taking, using her boat to go back to Dunnage. And this is very good because it does not take time to go there this way, so you will spare some sailing time. But at the same time, it's all automatic, so you don't even have the possibility to break some barrels and get those enchantments for the axe. So in this case, I think proper way is to say, no thanks, I will walk. I will walk to Aldis with my legs and thank you, but no.
It's so I can provide you an escort when you arrive.
I can find my own way.
Well, she didn't say. You know where.
We know the way. We will take a little more time to go there, but we will be able to hopefully use this weapon to get this pretty nice effect. So we can destroy anything here, but not with this weapon. Silly me. Okay.
As you like.
Luckily there are many barrels here. So barrels are a resource. I've not been lucky yet. This one may be better to avoid for now. No luck. No luck.
I shall make it so.
As you can see, 25% is not really super lucky. How's it called? Temporal Fury. No. But it should be visible.
As you like.
Oh, finally. Okay, we have it. Prolong it.
Oh, very nice. That will do nicely.
Already good.
Oh, very nice.
I can't wait to make some new friends.
Sharp eyes and keen ears. Silence surrounds me. Sharp eyes and keen ears. As you like. To whispers and shadows.
Letting me tag along. The Deadfire is awfully big for this little Orlin.
And we can open
I shall make it
this.
so. Silence surrounds me.
Captain. Would have liked to see Ferrante hanging, myself. For your loyalty, I'd like you to have Scordeo. I'll be taking command of the Principi now.
And finally,
the council at Dunnage.
We get both Scordeo's Edge and a hood for having helped with the slaves. So this is another important step, because getting this weapon really...
Sail with me to Dunnage, Lovesome. I'd like to have you at my side when I bloody the place.
And now we can use her ship to go there, so we spare also the time for sailing there.
Arriving with the full protection of...
We check our time. Plenty. Still, we could use some stuff.
That will do nicely.
In theory, I don't know if the stealth is something that is removed anytime you sail or not, but it's very easy to get it back. So 25% action speed to give you an idea. Cast time from 6 to 4.5, and when we manage to get Scordeo's Edge walking, we will get 0 recovery. So pretty good. And this is a very important step.
Welcome to Balefire Beacon, Captain. Have you a moment? Everything we thought was important has changed. Either it'll save us, or we'll have a...
The Consuelo is united behind Aldi's.
I did think...
For
I guess it's loose. You'll take the sword and she... In the meantime, I'll set the entire Principi into
I'll think
movement.
about it.
Do what you need, Captain.
This is an important step, because this is one of the mistakes that I did in my ultimate real run. I didn't go here immediately. I did other things, and I forget to do this step where you get the walls to be able to summon the ship, the ghost ship, and exchange the ship, so to be able to reach Caves. So I was very far away. I had to do a long sail to come back here and get these special words, you have to say. So pretty important to finish this quest this way. Talk with her, get the walls. You can also loot the cuirass, but the important thing is you must talk with her and get the walls to use the... Well, it is the Engoliero, the spears, as without the walls she tell you it will not work and you will have to come back, so not good. Maybe we can loot some or have captains here.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Okay, and well, now we need to find a way to trigger Scordeo's Edge, enchant Scordeo's Edge, and so on, but I think I will stop for now because as usual, long stream. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you next time.